Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be giving you a Bitcoin update as well as cryptocurrency stuff coming through. We're also going to be covering the Google stock split as well, some very interesting stuff coming through from a stocks perspective for CC Investing channel, and then we're going to be doing some TA for some altcoins coming through there. Going to be starting off with BTC on the short term and moving through to the midterm because we had a humongous breakout to the upside, massive volume coming through, interesting stuff, and then also jumping through to the longer term time frame as well. I see straight away in the stream we got Donna, we got Here Optimist, we've got LR, and we've got Sander as well with a message retracted. Interesting stuff there. Saying hello. Nice to see you all on the stream there, guys. Do appreciate you coming through. And also I see 2 likes straight away off the bat. Do appreciate those likes coming through. Does help out the stream tremendously, guys. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight, deep, down, and dirty into these juicy charts today there. Hopefully I'm not going to have any audio issues, and hopefully my PC is going to run like it should have been yesterday, right? It was pretty horrific there on the stream, but that's the Thursday night trade-off that we did. But yeah, since then it's been good. So yeah, fingers crossed for the stream today. But yeah, starting off with BTC on the short-term time frame here, guys. As you can see on the hourly, we were talking about this ascending triangle chart pattern coming through and the breakout to the upside from there. Yes, we were streaming on our Thursday night trade-off coming through, and we were literally sat in this coiled up area here. We were ideally hoping for a breakout before then, but literally we finished streaming and then we just started breaking out like crazy, right? So yeah, it was eventful to say the least, and a bit annoying that it did happen, and it didn't happen a bit earlier, right? Because it would have been a bit funner on stream to have a nice big breakout there. But yeah, that's sort of what we were looking for there, and it did play out very strongly indeed. Gonna get some fresh TA coming through there for the hourly chart, guys, here for Bitcoin, and I'm gonna probably be drawing something along the lines of this, right? It's gonna be something like this. Gonna be looking for these areas, as you can see, massive resistance to the top side here. Gonna be getting rid of that for a second. Massive resistance to the top side, and this is the area that we're actually getting rejected off right now. So very interesting stuff to be looking out for there. That's gonna be the upward sloping resistance line to the top side, and obviously the downside. Let's bring that up as well and see what we got coming through from here. This is obviously going to be the bottom that we're looking at right now for Bitcoin from the 18th of June, around 17,600, and you can see the level of support that we are getting from this area right now. This is where it gets quite interesting, because this does mean it is a rising wedge chart pattern, guys. Rising wedges, they tend to usually break to the downside. And on the macro, we know how bearish we are on the macro, guys. So right now, it is looking bullish here on the micro here. It's looking pretty good, but I just want to say, if we do come down to any sort of these areas, these 19,500 areas again, then I will really be looking for those really big short positions for the next big crash. Do I think it's all over? Do I think we're not going to crash again? I think we probably will, guys. It's very highly likely we will, considering the state of the world markets and stuff like that. So I really do think that we are due a crash. The measure move down is going to be something along the lines of this, and it is going to be breaking the most recent, well, the most current low for this bear market here for Bitcoin, around 17,600, and that the measure move completion will be down to around 16,800, right? Getting lower and lower here. Pretty crazy stuff. I would expect some sort of resistance coming through here, considering we literally tapped the top side of this resistance line, right? And we obviously saw a gigantic pump to the upside, and we know what we say about these massive pumps when we're overextended like this. Really insane volume, really big pumps to the upside there. What did we say about this? It's like climbing Everest in a parabolic motion, guys. And we know when this happens, we like to have a little base camp 1 before we try and go for Everest, for base camp 2, right? Or the top of Everest, as we do say. So yeah, it's either going to be a consolidatory period along this area, or we're going to actually rebound quite aggressively. The area that I'm looking for here to sort of lose is going to be a horizontal here, guys. And the horizontal I'm going to be using here is going to be around 21,600. If we lose that, that's when we really know that we're in trouble again. Just because you can see actually the resistance coming down from this horizontal has been tested multiple times. Yes, we have had a break there, but if we lose it to the downside here, let me get rid of the VPVR for a second. If we actually lose this to the downside over here, then I would expect a bit of a pullback, at least down to 20,900, right? And believe me, that's really not out of the question here. So yeah, that's what I would say about BTC coming through in terms of the most recent pump that we have seen. If we did really want to go into like a little bit of a scalp here, then there could be a potential short position coming down when we do break this 21,568 there. It's not going to be not going to be the nicest thing in the world, but yeah, if we keep respecting this trend line to the downside, then yeah, I would expect a big dump to the downside, descending triangle coming through there. So yeah, it's going to be pretty horrific if this does actually dump coming through that. I see Mr. Miles coming through. Good morning. Is that Hammy sitting behind you? There he is, Hamilton of Crypto. Go check him out. And I also see Gun Kind of Guy saying yo 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 as well. Nice to see on the stream as well, my good sir. But yeah, that's what I would be looking at for Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. And also here on the hourly, I do just want to say we do have volume actually trending down again, guys. Volume is trending down, getting to that low point. So that is an initial time for another breakout. Let's have a look at moving averages. Let's see where we are for that. I just want to look at the volume weighted ATR band here on the hourly and also the 30-minute, right? Because this is where it gets quite interesting. We have broken to the upside. Usually when we break to the upside, if we are going to have an uptrend, we usually test this bad boy. Now, if we start to consolidate for a little bit here and this volume weighted ATR band comes up, if it does come up, then there is going to be quite a nice bounce off it. I do think there's going to be quite a nice bounce off it on the basis that we don't lose it. And usually, if we do lose the volume weighted ATR band, we usually come down and we usually bang the price action channel for a lovely level of support there. So that's another area to really be looking out for there. If we consolidate here and then these two bad boys come up, then the bounce is going to be beautiful. We could be looking for a lovely, lovely bounce. And then this area that I'm talking about here, this 12,600, is going to be acting as a very, very, very nice higher low on the micro time frames there, and then we could see another test of the top side here. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this does play out. At the moment though, we have seen a lot of bullish momentum coming through for BTC. In terms of this uptrend, let's do the start of this micro uptrend from this most recent higher low in terms of that the low point that we did set there for BTC. Let's do some percentages and see how far we have climbed currently. Currently climbed around 16.85%, which is, to be honest, is pretty good news. Pretty good news to see a bit of bullish momentum coming through for Bitcoin coming through there. But these are the areas I really would be looking for there. Let's have a look at the RSI. Let's see what we're working with. As you can see, we did see us get to that overbought scenario there. I mean, to be honest, not surprised in any way there, because you can see the massive pump that we did actually experience coming through there yesterday and into today there. I think it's throughout the night for you guys there over in the UK. But yeah, so as you can see, we are gradually coming down here on the RSI, looking to really break some lows here, guys. If we start to break these lows that we have been setting before in terms of this higher low, then it's going to be interesting to see, because if we do actually break this to the downside, then we are going to see a bit of a bullish divergence coming through, right? And that is going to basically mean a bit more of a bounce, right? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this does play out. If we do just consolidate here for a bit longer, then this will naturally bring the RSI down, guys. It will naturally bring the RSI down to this central point. If this does happen, it's gonna be another reason for that lovely bounce that we're talking about from 29,600. So yeah, the stars are slowly aligning for a lovely bounce there for 29,600. Hopefully we can get it. If we do, that would be amazing. If not, then yeah, it's going to be looking fairly bearish, as we were just discussing these areas here for I don't know why the VPVR just decided to jump back on the chart, but yeah, you can see these areas of resistance here. Definitely something to not be overlooked here, guys. I see 7 likes as well. Amazing stuff, guys. I do appreciate that. I see S Essential coming through there saying, haha, I was about to ask, glad you lads are well. yeah, we're doing good, man. Yeah, we're doing good. Pretty tired after the Thursday night trade-off stream yesterday there on Decentrahype, but yeah, all good stuff. And I'm still feeling a little bit iffy from the dodgy shrimp that I ate at the start of the week. So yeah, it's all hit and miss at the moment. But yeah, also let's talk about the MACD, guys, because so far on the MACD, these downtrends that we have been seeing, pretty flaccid, pretty boring, not a lot going on, literally just having that bearish crossover and then straight across to that bullish crossover there. We have just had that bearish crossover, and to be honest, I'm not really that surprised, guys. I'm not that surprised after seeing such a pump to the upside and then such a big quick rejection from 22,600 all the way down to 22,100, like a 500 buck rejection straight away. And then we did see that that downtrend really start to fizzle out there. So the areas that I'm looking for here in terms of a trend reversal here for the MACD on the hourly chart here, guys, it's going to be something along the lines of this, and also maybe something along the lines of this, right? Just banging in some horizontals there, because you can see these areas are pretty heavily respected there. No real trend cycles to be taken into consideration here at this point in time, but But if we are going to see history repeat itself like we have been seeing recently, and we are going to get that high-low set that we were talking about here on 21,600, then this area is going to be the area to be looking out for there. And also, when that does bounce, look for that bullish crossover, guys. Look for that bullish crossover there on the MACD, and we really could see another star align up for that potential long position to the upside from there. Looking pretty good stuff. I see Priest of Crypto saying 21,600, not 29,600, silly. My bad. My bad if I said it wrong. But yeah, nice to see on the screen there, Priest of Crypto. And also 10 likes, guys. Amazing stuff. But yeah, let's carry this on and let's move on to BTC on the midterm time frame. But just to summarize here on the short term, potential bounce 21,600. Let's see what the data is saying there on the 4 hour here, because actually, quickly, I just wanted to discuss this position that I did actually get involved with. Really quite nice here. I was looking for this breakout to the upside for a considerable amount of time, right? A very long time. It is a bearish pennant chart pattern, guys. These tend to usually break to the downside, but we did actually see it broke to the upside, and we saw the very nice, the perfect candle body close that I was looking for here for the 4 hour there, and it was around 20,865. I'm not sure if you guys were asleep in the UK, but no, I think it was middle of the day for you guys, I'm not sure. But yeah, so this is the perfect area we were looking for, and got into that lovely long position. I was a bit skeptical here. I was a bit skeptical because we'd already tested this very strong area of resistance there. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna bang a take profit in there, and then I'll have my stop loss a bit lower, right? So yeah, I banged it in there, got my first take profit, and it just started to run from there, guys. So I was pretty lucky with that sense, and it just ran up, take profit, take profit, take profit. It was pretty godly, right? I was pretty happy with that, and basically just ran it up for like 4.5% there. So yeah, really good stuff there in terms of that trade. And yeah, that was basically that bearish pennant chart pattern breaking to the upside. Now I do just want to get rid of that now, because that chart pattern has played out pretty good stuff. I don't want to get rid of the Fibonacci, but yeah, that has played out pretty good stuff. Just want to talk about the Fibonacci where I haven't got anything else on the chart here. You can see where we got to, guys. We got to the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement there. It's a pretty strong area for retracement here. We have tested this for resistance and currently sat there waiting to see whether we're going to actually get the momentum to the upside again, right? If we're going to be referencing that in terms of the shorter term timeframes, guys, that's going to be 22,216 there. So if we are looking for any sort of take profit coming through, 22,216 there, this is going to be a very strong area here on the shorter term time frame to really not be overlooked here. So maybe we bounce, we range in this area for a while there. It can be very good for a potential grid strategy or something along the lines of that. And to be honest, that wouldn't be a very bad scenario if this is going to happen. If we are going to just sort of range in this area, that's absolutely fine. Gives this trend a bit of gives this parabolic motion a bit of a chance to chill out a bit. Because obviously we know about the Mount Everest climb, right? We need a nice little base camp 1, and then we can talk about going to base camp 2 there. So yeah, let's move on from that. That's going to be what we're looking for there on the midterm time frame there in terms of the Fibonacci retracement. Let's have a look at some trend lines there. Going to be banging that in, going for candle body closes there. Pretty strong stuff. Same sort of thing we did as the short term time frame there. But yeah, so this is still going to be that rising wedge chart pattern. So yeah, I really would be looking for a potential either break to the upside here or break to the downside. We can do some measure moves there to the upside there, because it's still not completely out of the question. And if we do clear that 0.382 Fibonacci retracement, as you can see there, if we do clear that, then it is going to be pretty goddamn good, right? It's going to be pretty goddamn good. Let's look at a measure move to the upside, looking something along the lines of this, and this is going to be like so, guys. And that will actually be bringing the price up and past to the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. And if we do get above that, guys, on the shorter term time frame, it's going to be very goddamn good news, right? Because that obviously is the sign for potential trend reversal there. So yeah, that's going to be the good news if we can get that, and that's going to be around 24k for simplicity's sake there, because on the longer term time frame, Fibonacci retracement is still really quite high, up around 35k. So yeah, still a long way to go from that, but we've got the 0.236 retracement at 24.4 there. So yeah, interesting stuff there. Prices to really not to be overlooked there. But yeah, not too bad. In terms of percentage to the upside there for this measure move, it's going to be around 15.68% there, up to the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement as well. Let's bring up some moving averages. Let's bring up some volume weighted ATR bands, and let's see what we're working with here on the shorter term time frame. Let's look at the EMA ribbon quickly. You can see we did have that long signal for the EMA ribbon, banging it up from there. Pretty aggressive, actually. Not too bad, actually. So if you did follow that EMA ribbon blindly on the 4 hour, you'd have made a nice bit of chunky profit as well there. Very risky indeed. But you can see the point of control on the VPVR there, acting as a very, very nice level of support, correlating with the EMA ribbon as well there. So interesting stuff again from those two indicators. In terms of volume here, it's been, I mean, it's been not too bad here. I mean, it's pretty low right now, considering we did have that massive, massive pump to the upside. But yeah, I would expect just a bit of consolidation now if we don't dump, right? If we don't actually pull back and dump, and this isn't going to be a filthy, filthy bull trap to the upside. Now, moving averages, let's have a look at them, because as you can see, the 200 EMA here coming through on the 4 hour pretty much tested that, near enough tested that, got rejected quite early on before that. But if we are going to be looking for any sort of long, if we do break this high, I do want to find support on the 200 EMA. That's a fact. I do want to find that support, and then we could basically be riding that wave up if that is going to happen. Now, we are still pretty far away from other moving averages there. They did get to this called up area, and we know what happens when we have called up moving averages, guys. They break, right? We have a nice breakout in the chart pattern there, and you can see also they're actually getting further apart as well. Further apart moving averages mean that we are going to be looking for such a weird hand angle. If we are going to be looking for it shows the strength of the trend, guys. So the further that these bad boys get apart, it shows that the strength of the trend is getting stronger. That does bring me on to the directional movement index, another indicator that we do need to be looking out for there, because good news, guys, the ADX has soared to the goddamn moon. We're seeing the ADX right now is up at around 33 there. Very, very good news. It shows the strength of the uptrend right now is very, very, very strong. Annoyingly, it's pretty vertical. We ideally kind of want it something like this, and then it shows that we're having a nice, nice uptrend. But the fact that it's really, really vertical, it's not the end of the world, but it does show that we are due to have some sort of pullback, hence the title of the video, right? I want to see Hammy randomly start to dance in the background and moonwalk off camera. Funny stuff, man. I see 11 likes as well, guys. Do appreciate those likes coming through. But yeah, definite stuff to be looking out for there for the DMI. We are still really, really quite far from any sort of crossover, and it is going to be a bearish crossover if these two bad boys do come down. And this is what we're really going to be looking for there, because we do have that bearish crossover from the negative and the positive there. If we have the bearish crossover coming through and the ADX is still really high, that's going to indicate a very, very strong downtrend, guys. Not great. Not great for BTC, but definitely an area for us to really be looking out for there to help us in our trading abilities. So let's have a look at the RSI as well. You can see we've clearly got this very, very steep channel to the upside here. I would actually be looking for... why is that not working? I'm going to do like a parallel channel, but the copy and paste isn't working for some reason. But yeah, I would be looking for some sort of support coming through here as well. And if this is going to correlate well with what we were talking about here on the shorter term time frame, which we're pretty much dumping to right now, so ideally we didn't want to do this, right? Ideally we wanted to consolidate here, give a chance for the volume weighted ATR band to come up and the price action channel, and then we can have a nice clean bounce. But at this point in time, it is looking fairly bearish. We are seeing a dump coming through right now, and this is the area for a bounce here for the RSI. If we don't respect here on the RSI on the midterm time frame, guys, I would expect to come down even further. If we start to consolidate, then yes, we will be coming down. But to really come down this far, and we would have to consolidate a hell of a lot here on the midterm time frame. Right? I'm talking like maybe like a whole day of like flaccid nothingness, sideways action, which is not unheard of for Bitcoin in this market. But right now, seeing such a pump, I wouldn't expect that. I probably would just expect a clean break. Like we were just talking about there. But yeah, that's going to be the midterm for Bitcoin. Let's jump to the longer term time frame and let's get this going coming through here. And should we see what you guys are thinking about Bitcoin quickly? What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to... See, we just lost 21.6 there. Do you think we're going to be absolutely slamming it down to the dirty depths right now? Let's get some figures coming through and you guys can vote. Let's see. Do you think we're going to be... I want to see a nice 20k. I want to see a potential for 20k there. So I want to see 20k in the chat if you think we're going to be coming down to 20k now, or if you think we're going to bounce here and we're going to break this high at around 22.5, right? So I want to see a 20k in the chat or 22.5. Interesting stuff there. Let me see how you guys are voting, and I'll get to that once I've just brought up the longer term time frame chart. Oh, that's 22k, not 25. Wait, no, yeah, 22.5, right? Hold on, it's so hard to draw with this thing. There we go. Yeah, 22.5, and then we got 20k there. So yeah, let's see your votes in the chat there, guys, and let's have a little look. I see Mr. Miles coming through straight away with 22k there. Interesting stuff there. He's bullish right now. Let's bring up the longer term time frame, because interesting stuff on the longer term time frame, guys. We have claimed the volume weighted ATR band here on the daily, but we actually haven't hit any Fibonacci retracement from finding that swing low, right? We're looking for the 0.236 there, and it's just completely moved. Fibonacci always does this, right? Yeah, that's going to be in terms of a price around 24,600, I do believe. 24,300, 24,400 for simplicity's sake. So that's the area to really, really be looking out for there, if we do see another pump, right? Now, also, I do want to talk about this this candle that we're experiencing right now here for the daily, guys. I know we've got 15 hours and 16 minutes left here for this candle, but if we end this candle where we're at, this is going to be a gravestone, baby. It's going to be a gravestone doji candle, right? So this is obviously going to be meaning it's a bearish candle, guys. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that does actually play out there, especially on the daily, because we know the daily candle patterns are pretty solid to an extent. They're a lot more reliable than say the shorter term time frames. But yeah, areas to be looking out for there is Fibonacci retracement 24,400. And then also the 55 EMA coming down as well. Now we do have the VPVR acting very, very strong in terms of support coming through from this whole area here, So that's going to be like 20k to 22k. So yeah, it's pretty strong, pretty strong there. So even if we do come down here, guys, we're still going to be in this rising wedge chart pattern, and it is going to be looking for probably a higher low, right? It's probably going to be looking for a higher low, because we haven't actually come anywhere near invalidating the most recent higher low coming through here at around 18,700. So right now, fairly bullish, right? Let's have a look at the chat there. We've got Donna saying 20k before 22k. Stephen Sainsbury says 22,500. LR says 22,500. We've got Sander saying 20,500. And Mr. Miles saying, we need a green month. We do need a green month, my good sir. We really do. Should I bring out the monthly quickly? Yeah, we do need a green month. And if that is going to happen, then it's probably not great news that we pumped early on in the month, because it gives us literally 23 days to come back down. But after seeing 3 bearish months in a row, right, we need a green month, right? We do really need a green month. And yeah, the data here for Bybit is saying that we haven't had four bearish months in a row, right? So that would be a record here for the Bybit data. But yeah, let's should we move on from Bitcoin now, guys? I'm pretty happy to move on from Bitcoin. Let's move on to. I see Alan says, see where your 1 hour breakdown target is, as well as where the 1 day support is. So I think 16.5k still in the cards. So do I, mate. I really do. I do actually think we're probably going to break. I don't think we're bottom for Bitcoin yet. I don't think this is the bottom. I think world markets right now, they're still up, down, left, right, side to side. No one knows what the hell is going to happen right now. So so I do actually expect to break this low in the future, right? I'm just really focusing on these Fibonacci retracements to really get these shorts coming through as well. And yeah, so I don't think this bear market is anywhere near over, in my opinion. If we are going to see it actually come to an end, the confirmation I really want to see for that, one, it's going to be a breakout from this falling wedge coming through here on the longer term time frames, and that's going to be a measure move literally up to the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement on the daily here, and that is going to be up to around 35k. If we can really start breaking these lower highs that we did set on this filthy dump here, and we start breaking this, completing measure moves, getting over major moving averages here, then yeah, I would be a lot more bullish here for Bitcoin there. But at this point in time, I don't really see that happening. I see a lot of fake pumps coming through there, and then a lot of retail basically getting wrecked by the whales yet again there. But yeah, I see a couple of requests coming through there. So yeah, smash your Altcoin requests in the chat, and I'll get to them as soon as I've done my next part of the show, and that is going to be a bit of... it's going to be Google. We're going to do a little update for CC Investing channel there. And you guys are asking the time in Thailand right now. The time is quarter to 4, so it's quarter to 4 p.m. So yeah, 15:46. LR saying I think about 2 p.m. for Chester there. So yeah, 15:46. I do sort of aim to get my stream going before, just after 9 a.m. for you guys in the UK. So that's sort of the time, if you're trying to schedule me in, that's the sort of the time I really would be aiming for. It's usually like 9:15 or something like that, around 3 p.m. for me. And because I try and do it so you guys are not all like in the middle of your deep sleeps at like 3 a.m. right? How is the stock market today, pre-market? it's better than it was, right? We are seeing a bit of upwards momentum. I'm going to jump over to Google right now, and we are going to be doing an update there for my CC Investing channel there, and we're going to be covering the Google stock split. Some very, very interesting stuff there. So yeah, just going to jump through to that. So you just guys going to have to bear with me 1 second. Hi guys, and welcome back to CC Investing. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be covering the Google stock split and also doing some very, very cool TA coming through, educational purposes only on the chart. As you can see, current price for Google stock around $2,375. Currently looking at an ascending triangle breakout scenario coming through from here, looking pretty good. Just going to get rid of this for a second there, and we're going to do some measure moves up from here and just see if this bullish momentum is going to continue here for Google. If the breakout is going to happen from this ascending triangle, guys, the price target for that is going to be, in terms of percentages, it's going to be around a 10% gain there for Google stock, up to around $2,627 there. Couple of things in the way there in terms of resistance. We've got a nice horizontal around 2,450, and also we do have the 200 EMA coming through there as well. And we have claimed the 50 EMA there with confidence there. So yeah, looking pretty good. I mean, we just need to see that lovely breakout scenario coming through above that, probably around 2,400 area, right? So yeah, that's sort of what I'm looking for there for Google stock there. In terms of setting that low in this most recent market, the low was around 2035, and we have had a bit of positive news from there. We are setting higher lows and not breaking them, guys. But I do just want to reiterate here, I'm looking for this breakout to the upside. It is an ascending triangle. They tend to usually break up. So yeah, not looking too bad there for Google on the daily. Let's jump down to the 4 hour and let's have a little look at that. Same sort of scenario there on the 4 hour there, but I do just want to say we have had quite a few bullish candles coming through as well there. So yeah, it's looking quite a nice uptrend. I probably would expect a bit of a retracement coming through there. You can see the resistance coming through there. But if this, I would expect a more clean higher low here, probably from the 10 SMA or something like that here on the hourly, around 2,339, that sort of area for a potential bounce. And then we can be looking for that next breakout. We do have the volume weighted ATR band there, looking like it could hold us back, and you can see the resistance that we have got off this in previous price action there. If we can get above it, we tend to usually do start some sort of little uptrend above it there, so that's something I would be looking to capitalize on there as well. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how that is going to affect the actual price there for Google. But after seeing such a steep move to the upside there, I would expect a little higher low and then potentially a nice move to the upside there, because we have had some positive news. The positive news that I am looking for here for Google stock is going to be the Google stock split, guys. The Google stock split here is going to be a 20-to-1 stock split, which is positive for investors. And the last time that we did see Google stock split here, I think we got like I can't remember where it was here. I think it was like a 60% pump or something like that, just overall. Yeah, here we go. Since the last and the first stock split in April 2014, Google stock has appreciated 326%, right? So this is basically what it's going to do. It's going to be giving a lower price for the share, right? It's going to be giving a lower price for the share, so it gives people a chance to actually buy like one share for a lot less, and that's why you're going to see your one Google share split up into 20. It's going to be worth the same, but there's going to be more shares on the table for people to buy, right? Which is going to be pretty good stuff indeed. I do just want to look at the current market for Google in reference to that, because obviously that high that we have put in for Google most recently back in November 20, I think, February 2022, sorry, we broke that high. And you can see from there we have retraced pretty horrifically in the market. I mean, the whole stock market's looking horrific at the moment, but you can see from there we dumped around 32%, currently sat around 21%, that sort of area there. But compared to a lot of other assets like Amazon and stuff like that, I think Amazon was like a 38%, currently down like 38% or something like that. Netflix like 68% or something like that. And you can see on this chart here, you can see Amazon, where are we? Amazon down 30%. We've got Meta down around 49% as well, and you can see Google at the top there, only around 18%. So yeah, we can see Google's actually performing fairly well considering market conditions, and obviously with this stock split, it is good news for investors, and it does actually benefit the investors indeed. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for Google as well. Definitely something to be looking out for in the future with Google, and that is going to be happening on the 15th of July. So fairly soon, guys. Definitely something to be looking out for there. And if that is going to happen, well, it is going to happen. When that does happen, if we are going to see a nice big pump coming through from there, we're going to be referencing this trade position again, right? That 10% that we are looking for there. So yeah, going to be looking pretty good, lined up for that, ready, waiting to pull the trigger. All good stuff coming through from there. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. Do appreciate those likes. And if you're enjoying the content, you know what to do. But yeah, let me know your opinions on what you think in the comments for the stock split there for Google. But for now, it's going to be peace out and goodbye from me, CC Investing. And we're back. Yeah, it always happens when I do that. Like, the viewers just drop out because they think that I'm going. But no, I'm not going. That's just a pre-recorded video from my other channel. And if you guys do want to join that channel, the link is in the description. I do believe CC Investing. And I cover like stocks and stuff like that. But yeah, let's move on to the next part of the show. And that is going to be Altcoin requests. So get your altcoin requests in the chat there, guys. I'm probably going to be doing 3 requests, and then I'm going to be calling it a day because the air conditioning isn't on, and I'm getting pretty hot. Getting pretty hot. Currently like 31 degrees here in Thailand. So yeah, it's going to be I'm getting pretty hot, right? So yeah, let's do some requests. So yeah, smash your altcoin requests in the chat, guys, and I will get to them as soon as physically possible. Let me see what we've got already, because I saw some earlier coming through there. It's just too loud for the mic. Yeah, it's too loud for the mic. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, a bit dead. I see gun kind of guy asking for radar there. Let's have a look at radar. Radar USDT on Huobi. On the 5-minute chart, very choppy indeed. Not a lot of volume, a lot of gaps there. Let's have a little look. Let's do some. I mean, we've got TA there, so let's delete that. What has been happening here? Well, it's been fairly bullish, right? Very coiled up. Not a lot of volume coming through recently. I would expect right now, if you do come up here, some resistance coming through from this area, and that's going to be around 2 cents and 3.2 there. And I think the one machine's really polluting the chart there. But yeah, let's have a look at this as well. And then there's definitely going to be, from this low, coming up to here, some sort of trend line. So yeah, we are getting to this coiled up point here on the 4-hour. We haven't really seen that much volume at all. Pretty sideways market coming through right now for radar. So I can see why you're sat there itching for some sort of update coming through from here, because you must be sat here like, what is happening? Nothing is happening at all in terms of higher lows and lower highs, guys. You're seeing a nice higher low being set here, higher lows being set continuously, and you're not really breaking them. You're breaking like micro ones here, but you're hopefully going to be setting a more congruent higher low there. If you really do see bearish momentum coming through there, and you are going to see this micro downtrend actually continue here, and you can see the last the last 4-hour candles, the last 3 4-hour candles here have been bearish there. If you are going to see this micro downtrend continue, and you're going to be breaking this level of support here, then you are going to be losing this higher low, guys. You're going to be losing this higher low, and that's when you can target the most recent higher low from there, and that's going to be sat at around 1 cent 7.2 there. So that is going to be a potential bounce point there. You can see the momentum from the bounce the last time that this did happen. So yeah, interesting stuff there for radar. But right now you're looking fairly coiled up. I do want to jump down a bit more and look at this micro downtrend. Even seeing a candle like that, right? That's near enough a gravestone doji candle as well there. So yeah, that is a bearish candle, guys. But you are seeing a lot of bearish momentum coming through. Like, even considering BTC and how that's been reacting, I would have expected something there. Maybe this was this coming through there, but you're just getting sold into continuously. So yeah, overall, I would say fairly bearish right now. Yeah, fairly bearish right now. Potential bounce coming through at around 1 cent 8.9 there. Let's have a look at what else we've got in the chat there. I see Lauren's requesting a bit of Ethereum. We got DAG. Do you like DAGs? And also Dot there for Lauren. Let's do a bit of Teller there for Stizzy, because I see you were second on the request list, Stizzy, and I'd just like to say I like your profile picture. Nice little NFT coming through there. Let's do a little TRB and see what we're working with there. Going to be doing it on Bybit there, and let's on the hourly. Damn, I'm not looking too bad. We have seen that big pump, and we have seen looks like 6-7 hours to the downside in terms of bearish candles, but a couple of doji stars coming through from there. So yeah, still uncertainty in the market there. Gravestone doji as well, which obviously is bearish there, guys. So I would really be looking for this hourly candle to close to see what that is going to happen. I mean, 2 minutes. Still fairly bearish, I would say. If you are going to see retracement, I would like to look for this horizontal coming through, and that's going to be around $14.30 there. That's going to really be the area to be looking out for there. If you are going to actually break down here, and this bearishness is going to continue there. Let's do some chart patterns. Let's see if we can find some breakouts, and let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Yeah, you can clearly see this horizontal is going to be acting as resistance or support coming through from there. I'm going to be banging another one in there. We don't have that much data here on Bybit, actually. We really don't have that much data. Only back to the 10th of June, like literally a month. So yeah, not that much data there. But yeah, these are the areas I really would be looking for there. And I would be inclined to be drawing a trend line coming through, something along the lines of that. And then also it'd be rude not to do something like this, right? It would be rude not to do something like this and respect this level of support coming through from here. So these are the areas I really would be looking for. Potential bounce here, potential new higher low to be set here, because obviously you are in a nice uptrend there. So yeah, I would be looking for a higher low here. If you don't get a higher low at around where we are now, around $14.27, the next higher low point is going to be $14.24. If you don't get that, I would expect definitely a bounce coming through at around $12.91 there. If you don't get that, then I'd probably short, right? I'd get ready for a lovely short, because then we could be doing something along the lines of this, guys, in terms of a rising wedge there, and then rising wedges tend to usually break to the downside. If we break this area, it's gonna be a lovely short, and then basically just take profit at all the other horizontal levels of support there. So yeah, these sort of areas there. In terms of a measure move there, don't really have one as of yet, because the measure move would be like something along the lines of this, depending on how steep the trend is going to be, looking for that touch. But yeah, just for example's sake, something like this, right? And then percentage wise, going to be looking for something along the lines of that if we don't set a nice higher low there, if we don't bounce, guys. If we do bounce, not going to be looking to trade this at all. I like to look for that breakout. I would be looking for the breakout to the upside from there if we do clear that trap zone in the future. But yeah, that's just what I'm looking at. In terms of the RSI right now we are seriously overbought there, guys. We're overbought, so I would expect either consolidation or a dump down there. But yeah, bounce points as stated a minute ago. Let's have a look at what's next in terms of request. A bit of Gala there for Mr. Miles. Is that Gala? No, that's Gala. Gala. Got him. Let's have a little look what we're working with here. Let's get rid of that TA and let's get some fresh stuff coming through there. In terms of the low right now, we do have the low coming through from this dump around, let me guess, the 12th of May actually. Nice. 12th of May dump coming through from there. Nice alert, seeing if we can break that low set in there. I would expect a bounce or something along this area here. I would say actually we tested this multiple times here, so it's quite likely that we're going to break this area, but and you can see where I've got my alert set there as well, because we're probably going to come down, bounce off there as well. So yeah, not looking too great here for Gala. Seeing quite a lot of bearish momentum coming through over the last 6 hours. 6 hours coming through, 5 hours coming through there. So yeah, looking pretty rough. And we didn't really see that big of a pump considering Bitcoin's status, right? Considering the state of Bitcoin and also the Bitcoin dominance bounce that we did see there. Didn't actually cover that earlier. So yeah, fairly bearish coming through for Gala. In terms of chart patterns, in terms of measure moves that could have been on the cards there, could have been something along the lines of this, that you can see the resistance that we would have been looking for here to the top side there, and you can see the level of support that has actually been broken there. I mean, you could short here. Not financial advice at all, but it is technically a very nice clean breakout right now. I mean, ideally you would want something a little bit higher there, but you have actually broke through and got that candle body closed at this very crucial level of support there. So yeah, not looking too shabby. Could be a nice little clean position all the way down for a nice little 2.44% there for Gala. But yeah, looking fairly bearish. I would actually expect continuation to the downside here. Yeah, I would expect continuation to the downside. Not quite oversold there on the RSI. So yeah, not looking too bad there for Gala if you guys are short here. But yeah, let's move on to Ethereum next for Lauren. And guys, if you are new to the stream, I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. TA coming through there. Also got another channel called CC Investing where I cover stocks and stuff as well. Just covered the Google stock split. Going to be a new video uploaded today. Going to be cool stuff coming through from that. And also, guys, I do appreciate your likes coming through as well. Now, that's sort of the trend line I would be looking for that. And we have actually coming up to test that to the top side. And we did break that, but we are seeing a bit of a trap coming through there. Another trend line that is screaming for me to be drawing in is something like this, guys. Not the nicest thing in the world because we don't really have that much data there, but you can see there is definitely some sort of correlative point coming through from there. If we could get this a little bit higher, maybe something along the lines of this, and then we're working with a rising wedge, guys. Rising wedges tend to usually break to the downside, so if we are going to see continuation to the downside from here, then the measure move for that would be something along the lines of this, right? Something along the lines of this. Let's bring up some moving averages as well and get some juicy stuff. As you can see, it's going to be quite clean, guys, from the 55 to the 200 EMA there. It's going to be quite a nice clean move there if we are going to actually break this upward sloping support line, right? Upward sloping support line. If we do break that, then it's going to be very clean down there. In terms of percentages there for this measure move, money, paper planes, 6.49%. Between the two MAs there, around 3.94%. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good money. If we are going to break that, that's probably something I would be looking for Ethereum there. I did actually think Ethereum banged it a bit too much, and I would expect some sort of retracement coming through there. But on the macro, let's see what we're working with there. Because we are seeing an ascending triangle coming through actually on the macro. So let's get rid of that TA for the second there and just bang in some stuff coming through from there. Because if we do see Ethereum actually break out from this area there, then I would actually expect the measure move up to be looking fairly clean, fairly nice, guys. So let's bring that up and let's see what we're working with here on the macro here. And you guys know that I do like to trade Ethereum. I love a bit of Ethereum, right? So yeah, this is sort of what we could be looking for there. It is going to be big percentages, guys. It's going to be pretty filthy. If we do see Ethereum start to move on its own there, because we know it has done in the past there, around 15.13% on the cards to be really taken there. But yeah, that's what I'm going to say about that. That's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I do appreciate all those likes coming through. Still not feeling 100% from the shrimp, but hey, we're moving on, right? Probably got some bacteria in my stomach or something. But yeah, had a little food poisoning at the start of the week. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do appreciate it. And jump into the Telegram as well. The link is in the description. We've got a nice community building, over 300 members or something. Tightly knit community. Nice. We've all got nice people in there, right? So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Do appreciate it. But peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.
Get ready for the juice. Juicy! You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash, baby. Paper planes taking off from the airport.
Yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Peace out.